Hey guys, what's going on? We should be on now, so I'm gonna go ahead and say hello to you guys out there. Happy Friday. To I think some of you that are watching, happy Saturday, early Saturday to you. Speaking to you, Sasha specifically, thank you again for tuning in so late. I'm over there in Europe, so man, that's really cool. And looks like we got Greg on. Hey Greg, how's it going? We're ready to wrap this thing up. I didn't do every bag, on this one. It was quite a long build. So figured we'd just wrap up the end. I've got about bags 20 through 24 going here. But that being said, let me just give you a quick tour. This thing has been a blast. I actually spent the last few days building it, actually watching the Home Alone movie. So I watched 1 and 2 while I was putting it together. 1 definitely hits home because that's where the movie takes place in the house. But seeing 2 again was pretty cool too. Anyway, so as you guys know, this thing has some pretty nice detail on the inside. You've got basically a full interior. Every room is pretty much decked out in some reference from the movie, which is really cool. It comes apart kind of like I guess what you would call like a dollhouse style, but of course it will come apart in the typical Lego modular fashion too. So very versatile in how you can access it. So far, my favorite floor is definitely the first floor. Being that it's got so much going on, the coolest thing, of course, I think, is the party setup where you rotate the Technic wheel on the outside, and you've got the Michael Jordan train set going, or I guess here it's called the Brick Guy train set, and the little figurine here on top of the record player in the dining room. One thing that is kind of annoying that people do point out are the chairs here in the dining room. They will always, no matter what you do there, they should have thought about a better way. But other than that, this thing is great. It's so cool. I can't wait to put this on display for the holidays, and this is going to be a set that I'll put together, set it up for the holidays, take it apart every year, and hopefully that can be a yearly holiday thing for me to do. The living room does have a Christmas tree. I didn't remember for the life of me if it did have a Christmas tree or not, but that's very cool. And under the tree, which you're not going to see, I'm sorry, there is a present with a Lego box, and the picture on the Lego box is actually this set. So this is a really cool Easter egg they got going on there. And as I was saying that too, the dining chairs fell out. So we're going to leave that there for now. I'm going on to the second floor. Pretty cool. I think my favorite floor here would definitely have to be Buzz's room. It's right here on this side. It's got the cabinets that if you pull a Technic piece in the back, the cabinets fall down, just like when Kevin was climbing them in the movie and they fell down. So I think Buzz's room's got to be my favorite. They've got a little portrait of Buzz's girlfriend here, Woof, as Kevin referred to her. And a little cool references from the movie, like the BB rifle that Kevin used to defend the house with. The other cool, I think, room on the second floor is the bathroom. Of course, the infamous, I guess, aftershave scene or whatever he put on his face and made him scream. So now we're going to go ahead and continue on with the attic. And I've kind of started with the attic, which is where Kevin kind of sleeps, which, leads him to missing out on the flight the whole time because everyone forgot about him up there. We're supposed to start with bag 20. There are 24 total. And what it's going to do is kind of be like a whole hinge on the roof here that opens and closes. So we're going to cap off the roof. And then after that, the last couple of bags are what's going to be, I think, my favorite room. Which is the kitchen. I think the kitchen's gonna be my favorite room. I'm having a feeling it might be my favorite room. I'm looking forward to see the TV with the angels with dirty souls in the kitchen. The doggy door is gonna be pretty cool, but we'll see. I think right now the first floor living room, dining room is taking the cake so far. In terms of minifigs, we've got Harry and Marv here, kind of standing in front of the house. We got Kevin on his sled. And they've got Kevin on the sled because you could actually prop him on the stairs just like the movie. And there's another Technic piece back there where you can push him off the slide. Let me see if I can kind of demonstrate it for you. Let's see if we can get this working. I saw Brixie. I think Brixie did it correctly the first couple times, but I've only gotten it to work once. But you prop Kevin up on the stairs, you push on a Technic pin, and he should roll out the front door. He actually made it far this time. That's as far as I've ever gotten it. But Brixie's gotten it to where he's actually shot out the front door from the second floor, just like in the movie, which I think is pretty cool. All right, get this thing back on here. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking of it pretty much right now like a, modular on a different level. Of course, it doesn't have the modular base plate. Of course, you know, people have already figured out how to kind of make it fit with the modular with not very many mods. So, you know, that's something that I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to do. But let's see. So, I think Sasha in the chat had mentioned he had just gotten his set in. And looking at the chat, Sasha said today he ordered a light kit. Oh, he ordered the light kit. Okay, so Sasha's ordered the light kit for the Home Alone set for 45 euros. So I think, wow, 45 euros. That's a good, I think in US dollars that might be close to maybe $80 or $90. So wow, that must be a really good set. I know we were talking about, you guys were helping me out with the prices of these lighting kits. Because again, you know, I've seen them, of course, but I don't know, you know, what a good price point would be for LED lights versus the quality that you're getting. But I'll look into it some more. That's awesome, Sasha. I haven't looked up an LED lit Home Alone set yet. I don't know if anyone has done one yet. Oh, that's gonna be so cool, and it's got the treehouse. That's so cool. Oh man, that's gonna be cool. I hope you post it somewhere. If you do, let me know. I'll definitely check it out. Cause oh man, imagine imagine lighting the set, you know, and you've got it on display next to your other Christmas decorations, like a Christmas tree or something like that. That's gonna be pretty cool, just to have all the holiday lights set up. And all right, let me get back. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm gonna be stoked to see that. Okay, so Greg's saying he's gonna see the Titanic in person on Monday. And I feel like every time I talk with Greg, like there's a new set that he kind of inputs in my brain, and then I just want it. But the Titanic, again, like we were talking last time, is definitely one that's a must-have regardless. So I'm definitely on the same page as you. That's a must-have also. Imagine lighting that whole thing with all the portholes and everything. Alright, yeah, let me get a little bit of rhythm going here. Yeah, but actually, so yeah, the Titanic looked like that sold out, you know, really quick. And kind of looking now, I was surprised that, you know, the Lego set had not sold out. And finally, recently, it looked like it does now. So now on Lego, the set is finally showing out of stock around my area, which is the DC area. They still have them in every store. So looks like they have them in pretty much every store around me, but online it looks like, yeah, they're out of stock. So I think we might be getting to that point where we're going to see that low supply, and I wonder how quick they are going to be in filling those back up. I actually saw online, I think it was last night, the Santa sleigh. It became available. Wow. And I ordered it like as soon as I got the email that this set here was available, because I actually wanted to put the Santa sleigh on top of the Home Alone set. So that's my idea there. Put it all next to the Christmas tree and everything. But this set actually came back in stock, and I was on the you know, I did the email me if it becomes in stock. So they did shoot me an email, and as soon as I saw it, I went and grabbed it. And it looks like it's already out of stock again, so that's kind of a bummer. But hopefully they keep resupplying them. We'll see. I also want to get the Santa's Visit set. I don't know if all of this is going to be overkill for one season, so maybe I'll just stick with what I've got here. and maybe if they got the Santa's visit next year, I can grab that too. I've got my sights on Titanic right now. But yeah, anyway, so going back to all of that. So Greg, yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna have the Titanic in the stores on Monday. I believe they are. They're supposed to be available November 8th. So yeah, I would believe they would have them in store on November 8th if they're shipping them to everyone else that day. I really hope that's the case. I'm skipping ahead of myself here. Let me go back a little bit. But I think usually when I come there the day of, they're usually building it there on that day. I guess they don't build it the day before and put it on display. Usually when I come on a release day, the employee will be building it there at the cash register that day to put on display at my particular store. So hopefully if I do get a chance to get out there on Tuesday to check it out, because I'm going to try and check it out Tuesday too, of course. Hopefully I'll see them building it, but I'm sure that's something they're not going to be. I don't know. Can the employees, like, I guess if they all take a chunk of it, crank it all out in one day to put it on display? Maybe, probably so. But it is kind of amazing that they're just sitting there at the the front counter building Legos, but then a customer walks in and they gotta do this and that and this and that and still try to put that set up on time. But yeah, it's always a cool thing to visit, cool place to visit, cool people there too. But yeah, Titanic. Oh boy, I don't know how I'm gonna afford that. They're hitting the eBay like resale market really hard right now. I mean, boy, like in USD, they're going for about 900, and there are a couple of bids right now going on those things for 900. I mean, I guess people just can't wait for it to just get back in stock, which it will eventually. Oh, okay. So Sasha's saying it's $51. I'm going back to the LED, the lighting kit. Oh, that's not bad at all. $51 for the light kit for the Home Alone with the Treehouse. Okay, that's not bad. I had thought euros would be a lot more. I went to Portugal once, and I just kept in my mind that the conversion rate was a lot of dollars. So I think I way overestimated that there, I guess. But okay, yeah, no, that's not bad at all. $51. So Sasha's saying, what do you say? Oh, the new leaked pics of the Star Wars ATAT. Yes, I did get a chance to look at that. It looks gigantic. I know Greg is looking at this one too. Yeah, guys. That's not it. Yeah, okay, so I was seeing this one, and I guess it's minifig scale. And they've got like all the rows of seats in there, all of that. Oops. Okay, I'm totally failing at this right now, but a lot of minifigures, and like it's got the whole, you can see them all in there, and it's just gonna be a gigantic thing. So that's another one. Like, I don't know how we're gonna be displaying that thing. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. It's a rough season. Oh man. And I still have yet to get that Bugatti Chiron before it's gone. I need to, like, I gotta get that. It's been there for like how many years? So really I need to just make sure I get that too before that one's gone forever. The other ones, if they're new, you can wait it out a bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, so again, right now we are building, like, I guess the roof hinge for this whole attic. And the way that it kind of opens its shots, I was watching a cool channel that I hadn't checked out. He was live building his the other day. I think it's Jack's Bricks. And the idea was I was kind of watching Home Alone while I was building it, and I was kind of building alongside him while he was doing his live build. And yeah, I kind of caught him putting that attic ceiling together, and it looked really cool. So I can't wait to see how that turns out here. Okay, so we've got kind of the window going here. Okay, so this kind of this like triangular piece to this piece is weird. It's just like a little Technic, like little, not even a stud, it's like a little tiny stud coming out, and you kind of clip it on. It's not a proper connection at all. Wow, that's weird, but I'm sure once we put it on the house, it's gonna work out. Okay, now. No, it's not. It's kind of loose. Okay, anyway. And I missed some pieces along the way. I gotta get back. Alright, I'm gonna catch up with you guys in a second. I just need to backtrack here. I lost track of what I was doing. Okay. Alright, I think we're set. No, we're not. Going way back. Yeah, I missed a couple pieces, like I missed about one step every page so far. Not a good start. But yeah, that AT-AT looks really super detailed. And gigantic, man, like the Titanic is huge. AT-AT is huge. Did anyone see a price point for the AT-AT? Shout it out if you have heard anything on pricing. If they're already set on YouTube somewhere, I didn't catch it. Oh man, and I just missed Sasha saying that the AT-AT is coming out on Black Friday. Oh my god. Oh no. They gotta like, I hate to say this, man. They gotta slow down, man. I gotta catch up here. I'm still trying to get the cheer on, guys. Come on, give me a break. And then the modular is gonna come out in January, whatever that is. Whatever that ends up being. I think a hotel or something like that. And then that's gonna be another one. Oh boy. Brace for impact. Oh, so Greg is trying to get the AT-AT on tax season. Yeah, that's a, if I don't owe any taxes this year, we'll see. Yeah, but that's a good way to go about it for sure. Tax season is the best. Man, but if it comes out Black Friday, jeez, it's gonna be rough. So much stuff in November coming out. Yeah, Sasha saying the same thing. It doesn't have the space for it. I hear you. I'm sure I won't have the wallet for it nor the space for it, and that goes with Titanic. But the Titanic is like, that supersedes all of that. I gotta figure out how to make I gotta figure out how to make all that work. AT-AT. Maybe if I get that AT-AT, I'll finally build that 20th anniversary $30 snow speeder I keep talking about. I'll bet. I guess like the AT-AT would be more to scale with the snow speeder and minifig scale, right? Because that thing was gigantic compared to the current AT-AT is way too small for the snow speeder that they make. So I think the AT, the huge one, would be more to scale. For the, yeah. I'm just assuming. I have no clue. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Yeah, I'm trying to pick up the pace for you guys, so I'm not leaving y'all here for too long. But we're almost kind of getting to the end there. Okay, so this roof has got some cool hinge action going on here. All right, I guess that's gonna raise and lower that whole thing. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, nope, there it is. Oh my goodness, AT-AT and Black Friday. Gracious. Like, let me figure out the Titanic out at least first. For real. Okay. It's getting a little bit interesting here with the hinged elements. Oh, I think I'm supposed to orient it this way. Okay. Oh man, okay. Okay, I feel like we're getting close to putting this this roof on. Oh. Yeah. Greg and Sasha chimed in with the price. I don't even want to say it. Because it's more than the Titanic. Good gracious. 800. Can you guys get me a piece count for that? Sorry, I don't mean to make y'all do all this work. $800. Good gracious. Dude, Titanic's sounding like a bargain right now. For what, the second largest set, coming in at clocking in at 700. Whew, $800 for the AT-AT. Man, it's gonna like walk and everything, right? It's gonna walk. All the compartments are gonna open. It's gonna have a cockpit. It's gonna have like cockpit. It's gonna have like everything, right? Greg's sitting on a lot of VIP points. I'm sitting on a couple, but not that much. I hope you do have a good amount. That'll help a lot if you got some good points there. It's in scale, and it's in scale with the UCS Millennium Falcon, which is basically a humongous set. Like, I like with the Falcons and the destroyers, people are getting, you know, getting whole coffee tables just to display it, you know, within the coffee table. That is insane. Yeah, man, Titanic is a bargain now compared to that. Sounding economical compared to that. Okay. put these on. It's not a lot of pieces to the this hinged roof element. If I do get the Titanic, yeah, I don't know what I'll do with the build, like in terms of streaming it or not. I don't know if I have the endurance for that. I mean, of course, I could break it up if anyone's interested in watching it. Yeah, definitely. You know, I could do something like break it out, do a couple bags a day, something like that. Okay, so we've got a okay, so Sasha's saying, the small AT costs about 100. So you could build a fleet of the normal AT. Yeah, you could build a fleet of the normal AT-ATs for one UCS. That's very true, and that's kind of, you know, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the AT-AT that's out right now. It's like something that I would probably want to get before it's completely gone. It looks okay to me. For 100, that sounds, you know, not bad at all. For the detail you get with that particular one. Is that still? Let's see, guys. That's not retired yet, is it? No, it's still there. Okay. So here it's 159, but yeah, I think Sasha, you're mentioning, you know, if you go to like Target or Walmart or one of your European retailers, they usually have Star Wars on sale. So yeah, probably around 100 you could probably get it for on a sale. But yeah, this one doesn't look. I always liked this one. I just never got around to it. It's got the little cool what were these called, guys? The bikes. It's got a compartment that you can kind of garage it in, and it's got some seats in it, I believe, right? Yeah, it's got a couple seats in there. You can park the bike in there. It's got some seats, and I think it does have the cockpit too. Oh, a lot of minifigs. I could have sworn you could fit like a pilot up front. And maybe someone else up front. Yeah, there you go. A pilot. You could fit one guy up there. Yeah, so it's got its own, you know, and Luke can get up there, cut a hole with his lightsaber, throw a nade up in there. So I think the existing one's got some cool some cool features and cool displayability too. If I'm honest, that's just my opinion, but. That I know the UCS will, of course, be way more detailed. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm going like back and forth through pages here. Sorry about that. All right, Greg is saying for the Titanic, stream it. I know, right? Go big or go home. Yeah, I do. You know, honestly, like doing these kind of live streams and reviews with the Legos, it definitely helps me. I definitely feel like I'm getting more, you know, from my set just because I get to build it here with you guys, chat up, you know. Yeah, so it definitely makes the builds more enjoyable. That's for sure. So. All right, I'll give it a thought. But first, the first thing is how am I gonna get the Titanic in the first place? I think I gotta reach that, and then I've got this kind of blank space right here. I'm like, maybe it'll go on a shelf. There's an IKEA shelf that's like 70 inches long, and it can just basically maybe span right here. I got a Titanic, and then put more. Like I've got a whole gallery wall going here, so maybe more gallery wall with the whole Titanic right there. I'm like, I think we got this figured out. But that doesn't address the money then. I was watching, like, I don't know, some Vice came up on my YouTube and they were talking about, they did a thing on bank robbers. So I was like, okay, that might be one, you know. Rob a bank maybe. Probably get caught, go to jail for sure, so. I don't know about that. Could get a raise, but that's probably not gonna happen. Or a promotion? No, probably not. Not in my near future. Alright, what else? What else do we got? Tax season. There we go. Okay. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty simple for the ceiling to the attic, to the whole roof. And I did see this again. Another YouTuber doing this, and it looked really cool once he got it. He put it together there. So you just slap that on. All right, check it out, guys. We have got the attic. We've just got to cap off the top windows here. Whoa, that's a really good. That is a good mechanism. And I do like that the whole roof opens because you've got a couple features here. You've got a gumball machine right here, which is a little bit weird, and you've got a gigantic spider web here, which I don't think that was like in the movie, but it was in the original ideas set. I think just to fill some space in. So okay, so all right, I'll think about streaming Titanic if I end up getting it. Sasha's saving money because for the next 2 years, your wife and you want to fly. Oh, cool! For 3 to 4 weeks to the USA. First time, which would be the first time. That is very cool. And honestly, it sounds like, you know, sounds like the better way to go. Yeah, the Legos will always be here, but hey, you know, with all that's going on now, if you've got a chance to travel around, yeah, man, I would take that. That's gonna be cool. Do you know? Are you gonna hit up East, West Coast, or are you gonna do like a whole tour of the USA? They've got they've got Legoland here. I'm sure it's not as good as the one, you know, the actual headquarters, but they've got a couple Legolands here. I think I remember when I was a kid, I went to one in Jersey. I don't know if that's still there. But yeah, let me know. Okay, we've got, wow, this is pretty much most of the structure. And it's far away from the camera, so to scale, compared to my head, this is what you got. It's a pretty sizable, you know what, I could bust out a, let's do it. I could bust out an assembly square. It'll be a nice intermission before I build what may be my favorite room of the house. Let's check this out. Ooh. I think it's best to compare maybe to assembly square because it's the bigger one. And now that I'm doing it now, I'll remember in my review just to compare it with some of the modulars in terms of size. So it almost covers up the assembly square. Assembly is wider. It's almost as tall, but the assembly square's got this big spire right here, like on the top. It's a little tower, but yeah, they're basically both 3 floors. A lot of the modulars are 3 floors. So I guess this would be about. It's definitely larger. It's definitely longer than one base plate. It's almost 1.5 base plates, like on assembly square. But I mean, it's a pretty, as you can see, it's a pretty massive for a Lego building because assembly square is, you know, one of their bigger maybe their biggest modular, I think, to date. So it's right up there. You know, you could put this really well in a Lego city. Could kind of like you know, be like the big house on the block. So yeah, there you go. There's a pretty good comparison there. Oh, let's put it next to it. Yeah. But anyway, so I've been meaning to do a review of the Assembly Square because, guys, I don't know if y'all are into the modulars, but this is one that you want to get before it's retired this year. I hate to say it, but it is. So if you're into the modular, try and get the Assembly Square before it's gone. It's I actually it wasn't my favorite one to begin with, but you know, I looked into it a bit more, and it actually has a really, you know, beautiful design, and it's got those 3 different townhomes, and they're each you know, a distinct style from one another. It's a really good looking set, and with the Assembly Square, you've got that variation from like the street frontage, because you've got that little square there. So you've got 2 buildings up front, you've got one kind of recessed back, the square in the middle, so it adds a lot of depth, you know, to your street frontage there. So it's a beautiful set, and I've been meaning to do a review on that one, because I hope folks that may be looking at it before it retires, I hope it may sway some people to go out and grab them before it's too late. We've got Old Man Marley coming up, but I can't find his head or his beard. Oh, it's in another bag. So we've got the majority of the house built here. Again, we are doing the kitchen now, and all that's left to do is the kitchen and the treehouse, and we are done. Greg Dillon, there's a catching up in the chat here. There's a group on Facebook called Crazy A-Falls. So what does that mean? Is it like crazy builds that adult fans of Lego are doing? Or is it just the adult fans that are being crazy? So... Okay, so got a trip report from Sasha. Okay, checking out the East Coast, then Chicago. Hey, if you're in Chicago, Sasha, swing by. The house is still there. It's in Chicago if you're gonna be there. So it's, you know, I wouldn't say open to the public, but it's in a residential neighborhood, and they get quite a lot of people coming by to see it. So yeah, you could definitely drive by this house in real life. So Chicago, and then to the west, LA. Okay. And San Francisco and Cupertino. Okay, yeah, so Cupertino will be cool. You get to check out the new Apple gigantic brand new facility they just built there. LA, I have been to LA, and funny that, because you say maybe 2 to 3 days Vegas. So I actually have been to LA too, but only for 1 day, because I was actually in Vegas. And while we were in Vegas, we decided to make the, I think it was like 6 hours or so. Or was that round trip? We drove from Vegas there and back in a day. And it's funny because for me, Vegas is not really somewhere I would think about going proactively as a standalone trip. But I've actually been to Vegas twice now. And it's been a good time both times. They were basically for like weddings and events for other people, right? So that's why I ended up going there. Yes, it's a place I never really thought I'd go, but yeah, been there a couple times now. LA was really cool. Definitely liked LA, and that's somewhere. California in general is somewhere I would definitely want to visit again. One day is nothing. We just kind of saw it and left. But San Francisco too, for sure. That's gonna be cool. I'm actually from New York, so you're pretty much hitting up all the major blocks on the along the way. So Yeah, I'm actually from New York City. Like when I was born, I was like a kid there. So most of my formidable years were here or were in the Virginia area. But yeah, still very fond of New York. Go down there maybe every 2 years. I'm up in New York just to go and visit. But yeah, the only place in Europe I've been was Portugal, and I definitely I had an awesome time. It was such a beautiful place. Actually, Germany is one of my dream locations because what I wanted to do was do. I don't know if it's not so much a family thing. It might have to be my own kind of thing, but I've definitely wanted to do kind of a driving tour of Germany, like check out the Audi factory. Check out the Volkswagen factory, and if I can, hit up the Nordschleife, and I think you could like rent a car still and drive it around there. That would be my ultimate dream vacation right there. So if you know any good ways of doing that, let me know. But yeah, definitely wanted to do just kind of a car-related trip to Germany. One of my all-time dreams is to drive on the Nordschleife. I mean, oh my goodness. It's funny because, everyone says this, but I race it on, like... on like Project Cars and Forza, any racing game that has it, I'm always on it. So, I know my way around the track in video game form, and I'm always interested to know that if I ever went out there, I know I'm not a good driver per se, but I'm just wondering if I would actually be able to get myself around there if I was on the track in real life. And then, of course, hit up the Autobahn. Yeah, if you're visiting there, you've got to drive on the Autobahn. But I hear these days that it's mostly limited now. Like there aren't very unlimited sections anymore. Greg's moving to Dallas Fort Worth. Was I talking to you, Greg, when we were doing the space shuttle? Was Fort Worth where one of the other shuttles were basically parked at for display? I don't remember if that was Dallas, but yeah, Dallas. I haven't been to Dallas. I have been to Austin. Actually, I've been to Austin twice for a Formula One race. So I went to Austin in 2017 and then again in 2019, both times to see the Formula One there. And I'm sure Dallas is great, but I remember Austin was a really cool place. Just like even outside of the race, just on the in-between hours and days after, just hanging around Austin and going around. It was a good time. Definitely like that area. Yeah, Dallas though, that would be a cool place to be. I've heard good things about Dallas too, but I haven't been there myself, so that'll be cool. Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah, let me know if that's where the other shuttle was. I don't remember if that was the city. I remember it was in Texas where they parked one of the shuttles, but. Sasha, your cousin works for Porsche. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, always driving fast on the Autobahn. Yep, and that's exactly, you confirmed that. About 70%, there's no speed limit. So it sounds like they do have a speed limit on a couple parts, but there is still a lot of parts that don't have the speed limit. You know what? You guys are even I don't know if you guys have this kind of thing between countries there on who's a good driver and who's not. I know that Germans are like the best drivers because of your lane discipline, your driving and your driving ethics in general. So Sasha, I gotta tell you, if you're gonna be driving here, watch. It's not like Germany, man. It's pretty rough. Yeah, it's survival of the fittest. You know that. You know how. So even in Portugal, I saw this. If you're on the left lane and you're not moving, you gotta get out of the way. Like get out of the way. That's the fast lane. The right lane is the slow lane. Middle lane is semi-slow. Left lane is the fast. Or people will not go around you on the right lane. They will ride you and honk at you and flash their lights if you're going slow on the left lane. You got to move out, and they go, which is like the way it should be. So here, the rule is actually still the same. The left lane is the fast lane. The right lane is the slow lane. But I will tell you, nobody follows it. Nobody knows that that's the case here. That's the rule, but it's not followed, enforced, any of that. So if you're driving slow on the left lane, people will pass you on the right lane and then go back and cut you off and keep going. Vice versa. If you see someone slow, you're just gonna go around them. There is no lane discipline, or people don't follow the center line of the lanes. You'll see a lot of people going, swaying from left to right and not staying in the center of the lane. So it's gonna be a different ballpark for sure. And again, I don't know if you guys in Europe have like little things about who's a better driver there or not. We do, state to state. Like I'm in the we call it the DMV area, and so the Virginians have a thing with Maryland drivers. Maryland have a thing with Virginia drivers, vice versa. But in terms of Europe, yeah. So again, I was in Portugal, and the road ethics there were were way better than anything I've seen here. Like people seem to follow the rules. So I'm wondering, from a European standpoint, how they're considered in terms of good drivers or not. Because to me, it was a very organized place to drive. I was very surprised. Anyway, that's my rant for that. That was just one cool thing. I had a blast driving in Portugal. The cool thing is too, of course, here in the States, automatic is the norm. When I rented a car there, manual was the standard, and you had to upcharge to get an automatic. So of course I got the manual because I don't drive a manual here anymore. So I definitely had to get behind that. It wasn't like a sport car. It was a Fiat. It was a Fiat. Not even the 500, which would have been kind of cool. It was like the big Fiat, which was like, why would you even get a Fiat anyway if it's the big like, crossover type Fiat? But it was a manual, so it was cool just driving that, on European roads. Definitely had a fun time. And yeah, it was left side driving too, so I didn't have to drive on the right side, which I definitely want to experience. I don't know how you guys do that too, especially with the manual, because for me, I'm used to, of course, shifting with my right hand, and first gear is close to me, right? So if you're driving on right hand side and you've got first gear like way over there, like that would just feel weird to me. I don't know. I know it's natural to you all, but I'm used to this first gear being tucked in right here. Just throw in first, second, and then throw it over to fifth and sixth. But so Greg's saying the space shuttle's in Houston. Space City, yes, okay. That sounds familiar. Okay, so not Dallas. Are you like a football fan at all, Greg? Like maybe a Cowboys fan, maybe? Get something to check out when you move down there? So right now we are building the basement, which is the bottom underneath the kitchen. It's where that giant furnace was that Kevin was afraid of. And interestingly, Lego did not. There's a light up piece to this set, but Lego did not light up the Christmas tree. They actually chose to light up the furnace that scares Kevin downstairs, which I don't think I've built any Legos with lights before, like with the actual Lego, built-in light, official light. So looking forward to see that. And it's kind of funny that they decided to put it in the furnace rather than the Christmas tree. Yeah, but man, that'd be so cool to just drive to work and part of it's on the Autobahn. So Sasha's saying, now most of the Germans don't drive fast because the prices and taxes for the gas is so high. Oh, nearly 220 for 1 liter, not 1 gallon, but 1 liter is $2.20 US. So like £1.90. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot for a liter of gas. Good gracious. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be on the high side because here in my area it's a metropolitan area, so it's expensive for here. I think we're running about $4 a gallon now. And that's per gallon, so I think that's a lot cheaper still per liter than you guys. That's why a lot of you all are running. You guys are running diesel over there a lot. Getting really good mileage with those the diesel engines over there. Here, diesel is definitely not the norm. You're not gonna see manual unless it's an enthusiast type of car. Only because specifically enthusiasts want that car to have a manual. And even those are going away. I was surprised that the M3 here still kept the manual because they had talked about it going away already. Audi's, same as Europe. Audi's, their performance line no longer has any manuals. So it's definitely a dying breed here. Also, we don't really do the diesel thing here. We're going straight hybrid and electric, but you're not going to see a lot of diesels here, that's for sure. On your bigger trucks with you've got a lot of pickup trucks here and you need that low-end torque, those have got diesels in them. But your everyday car, no. Yeah, so, and as you probably know, it's not the most gas efficient. Everyone here drives pretty much, SUVs and all of that. But, yeah, and the crazy thing is for similar models in Europe, like if I go into, I don't know, like BMW Germany or Audi Germany or whatever, I find that the same model cars, right? The European version, for some reason, will make better miles per gallon than the US equivalent. The same exact model, seemingly the same, I want to say even the same motors, same equivalent motors. They'll be cranking out a lot more miles per gallon on the European versions than they do, than the US versions. I don't know why that's the case and why they don't just make that the same here with our cars. I don't know. Greg is going back to football. Tampa Bay. Okay, Tampa Bay and Packers fan. Okay. Okay, so you might not be like all decked out in Cowboys gear when you get there. Then I was just wondering if you were a fan or not. I'm not too much like not a huge football fan myself. Just curious. But when I do, I'm going for my Giants, man. A little bit thirsty. It's been since I think 2012. I think was the last championship. Yeah, 2012. I want to say 2012 since Eli last pulled through for us. All right, this basement's decked out in all black, kind of just like the basement here, but it's higher than the basement up front. like I'm not showing it to you well. Yeah, that black portion at the bottom. The basement around the back is a bit higher here, as you can see, is this basement. What's weird to me too, in the front, they did put these windows on the basement or on the front. You can kind of see here, but there's nothing in this basement except for this Technic connection that turns the the cool things inside. And in the real house, I've been looking at pictures. They don't have these windows on the front in the basement, and the basement is not painted black at the front, from what I've seen. So I'm wondering why they even had to add windows when they didn't really have to. Some nice detail, and I'm actually looking forward to deck the front with the bushes and Christmas lights, because it does look a little bare with the snow. But I think once we dress it up with the the bushes and the ornaments and the lighting, it's gonna look pretty sweet. And Sasha, if you are lighting that thing up, I think you mentioned if I want to see the whole LED thing. Yes, if you have a way to post somewhere or wherever, Reddit or YouTube, please do, because I want to see that thing. That thing is gonna look sweet lit up. And like, what better set to light up than a holiday related set, especially Home Alone. Oh, Sasha's a Tampa Bay fan too. Okay. This is a blast. We're about to get to that kitchen. I think we've got most of the basement done. I think we're doing now the... we're doing a bunch of appliances. They've got washing machines and stuff down here, toolbox, washer dryer. I did not realize they had that stuff down here. Pretty cool. Yeah, so you've got the basement back there. So I think the idea here is just to make the basement look a little bit more lived in. We're just doing some appliances that don't have much to do. Actually, no, they do have to do with the movie, because one of the reasons he has to go down there and confront the boiler is because he has to go do his laundry down there. So yeah, we're building the laundry machine. Man, I swear, every room, they really thought out to put almost every single piece of furniture or decoration in the house has some relation to the movie or a particular sequence in the movie, down to the detail, like the washing machine that he went down to do his laundry in. Wow. They couldn't just stop at the mean furnace. They went as far as to do the washer dryer. I never thought I would be so excited about a Lego washer dryer. Man, they really thought this out, and they've got we've got detergent there too. It's like a stud to represent a bottle of detergent. So you've got a little, I know it's going to be hard to see, guys, I'm sorry, but you've got like a little row here for washing machine, dryer, and detergent here on top. And we're going to throw that right down here. This basement is looking pretty cool. Like, you've got like toolbox there, some cabinets that open up, the washer, dryer, detergent. Man, it's fully stacked. And out here in the back, you've got these kind of blue icicles for when Marv goes around the back and slips down into the basement. Kevin freezes up the water into ice so that the wet bandits, of course, slip and fall when they get back there. Very cool indeed. Trying to put this where you guys can see it. All right. Okay. This is a weird looking door. It looks like a ship door almost. It's like not a typical door. Looks almost like a hatch or something like that kind of door that you would have in a ship. Okay, we are buttoning up the edges of the basement, but I don't see the boiler. I don't see the furnace yet. It's one main character. I know we're gonna build it. Man, and we got the treehouse too. Okay, get this together. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna go right into the kitchen and the furnace now. I've only got 3 bags left. I say this all the time, but I'm gonna try and breeze through this. So Sasha, we're getting a new government, and after 2030, no new petrol cars will be allowed. Only if you have an old one. After that, only new energy car like electric will be allowed. Some countries already have this law already. I think like Sweden, am I right? Sweden and Denmark already have those kind of going all electric laws in place already. You're welcome. So, you know, I know Volkswagen Audi Group have already committed to, you know, which are definitely the major players there, especially Volkswagen. But I know Volkswagen has already committed to an all-electric lineup by 2030. So I'm assuming that's what's driving that. Okay, that makes sense because it seems to make more sense than them doing it out of their own will. I guess if they didn't absolutely have to. Sasha says you're welcome. Yeah, it's an end of an era, that's for sure. I'm a huge car geek. If you guys have seen, I guess, my previous Lego videos, I'm really all about. Definitely love their car line. But in general, I'm a huge auto head. So basically, I am that guy who's like, where are the manuals? Where are the V8s? What's up with all this electric stuff? They don't make any noise. Speaking of which, V8, naturally aspirated V8 Lexus, which is kind of a, you know, it's a big, bold move from them to do. But they just released the Lexus IS 500, which might be the last production naturally aspirated V8 in a 4-door sedan, or like any car under 3,000 pounds. It might be the last naturally aspirated V8 that we ever see, and you would think that someone like BMW, who would always tout their naturally aspirated engines, would do that. You know, back in the day. But no, it's Lexus. Lexus goes, we're gonna cram a V8 in this thing, and that's gonna be their hail to the V8, and then they're out. So might be the last V8 that we see in a normal car. Last naturally aspirated V8. Last enthusiast V8 that we see in a car. Okay, we have the lighting element, which I kind of just breezed through while I was talking about something totally different. I've never seen this. It's a basically 2x3 brick translucent, and you push a button in the back and it lights up. That's cool. I've never seen this piece ever before. So cool. Sasha, did you send? You said there you can see a lot of stuff which I'm collecting. Dogs, hometown, favorite foods. I don't know if you sent a link because I'm not seeing it. But I would love to. There's another way to get it. Get it over to me. And yeah, no, okay, Norway. So I was kind of, yeah, so Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. I know it was like the Nordic countries that have been in the forefront. And I believe that the Nordic countries, you know, even before that, they had like a, you know, basically like a ridiculous car ownership tax for emissions just for basically owning a car there. But I'll tell you, here in the States, we're still kind of yelling and screaming to keep the old engines, keep them the way they are. Not everybody. I mean, most of the consumer, okay, most of the consumer is ready for electric and embracing it. But yeah, the everyday car enthusiast, you don't have to go that far to find someone who's not ready for the all electric stuff. You know, I'll say myself included, to be honest. Oh yes, Sasha's born in Hanover, only 80 kilometer from Wolfsburg. Yeah, VW. VW makes their, every once in a while they make their Wolfsburg edition cars. I guess which is a tribute to that town, right? I remember when I was in high school and they had the Wolfsburg edition Jetta. You know, that's like, oh man. And your last car was a 540i V8. So you had the E39 540i. Am I correct, Sasha? Did you have the E39 540i? I think that's the V8 that you're talking about. From the year 2000 to 2005, I believe. 2000 to 2003. 540i with the V8. And if you do, I only know that because my favorite dream car of all time is an E39 M5, which also had a V8. So the 540i basically had, I think, almost the same V8 as the M5. Am I correct? It's basically the same V8, just the M5 was a bit more tuned. But that M40i V8 was very awesome. And I think here the 540s, the E39s, are a pretty coveted collector item these days over here. Okay, so we're making the grills for the... Okay, we're making the oven now. I'm sorry, guys. We're making the furnace. I'm talking about way too many other things here. But it's great. It's great. I love it. Thank you, guys. We're making the furnace that Kevin's scared of, that has the lighting element. So I'm excited to put this together, see how this comes out. It's just, I gotta do 4 of them and they're a little bit tedious. You've got these little sausage link pieces here to make the grill. Hey, one thing I'm working on, guys, is getting a better camera setup that'll just help with my review videos. I use the same camera that I do for my reviews and for doing this, but it's some pretty old piece of kit. So hopefully I could get around to you know, upgrading that for you guys. That way when I show you guys pieces and parts from the build, you know, obviously it'll show up better. So this is an interesting way that this grill comes together for the furnace. You kind of just put these sausage pieces together and they don't really connect up top. They're kind of loose, like these little these little hot dog grill pieces you can see there. But it's definitely an interesting, I can already see where it's going, and it's a really cool idea how they did this. Wow. One already fell out. It's kind of a weird design choice. Okay. I don't, maybe I have to, I'll play around with those later. Hopefully they don't keep falling out. Okay. I think we're getting there. Okay, we've got it. We've got the furnace or oven of doom pretty much put together. Oh, that's cool. It's got two little gray vents that go up into the house. Two little gray pipes. And this is cool. So this is the oven that freaks Kevin out in the basement. And whenever you open it, it does that evil maniacal laugh like he does in the movie. Really cool. He kind of scares Kevin out of the basement. Look at that, guys. The furnace of doom. And it lights up. So cool. Okay, now we're going to place this in the basement. Connected just to one stud. So it's going to be an easy mount here. Look at that, guys. There's the basement in all its glory. You've got a row of washer dryer, you know, toolbox up here on cabinets. And the furnace that lights up and scares Kevin out of the basement. So cool. And on the back side, you've got the blue frozen parts to show where Marv slips and falls on his back when they're trying to get in the house at the beginning. So cool. Alright, kitchen time's next. Oh yeah, we're doing the kitchen. We're doing the kitchen now. Oh, I can't wait for this. Let me show you, put this up here for you guys. This is really bad. Make some setup improvements in general. There you go. There's some basement action. Okay. Let me go ahead and open this up for you guys. The living room is really cool to check out specifically. Alright, catching up with chat. Yes, okay, going back to the 540. Yes, the E39 540 is what you had. Very cool. Oh man, and then you got sick hat operations. Oh man, that's too bad to hear. I hope, you know, of course I don't want to pry, but I hope you're, you know, on the road to more well time, Sasha. But I definitely hope that traveling will help you get out and around, and you're on the road to a recovery there, whatever it may be. But man, okay. So if we're gonna talk Audis, I'm sorry guys. I know this is Home Alone, but I've got a bona fide German here that has also owned some pretty legit cars. So I have to get into that for a little bit. The RS6. Sasha, we've just gotten the RS6 here, and it's been so I'm actually an Audi fan now myself. I have the S4 now. My wife has the Q5, which is a really great. I mean, it's great for what it does. I mean, it's on the Q5 we packed 140,000 miles on that, and everyone says about the Audis not being reliable or whatever. The 3.2 V6 that's in our Q5, it's as solid as it can be. The Q5 in general has served us, again, 140,000 miles. And we've had to do some minor repairs here and there, like little components like windows and windows stop working, things like that. But in terms of the motor transmission, it has been solid as a rock. I do have a B8 generation S4. It's the 3.0 supercharged. So that's my my current, and I do have the a Mark 6 Golf GTI. So again, you probably could tell I was a big nerd on the Volkswagen Audi things, and that's why. But anyway, so you said you had a company RS6 before. That's freaking me out because that's one of my all-time dream cars, the RS4 and the RS6, specifically the wagon forms. which they don't bring here. And any Audi enthusiast here has been crying and begging for the RS4 to come here, or the RS6. Well, Audi finally brought the RS6 wagon here, but they did not bring the RS4 here. And it's a bit of a bummer because, you know, for someone like me, I could never get into an RS6. Maybe very, very used down the road someday. But brand new, no way. A RS4 would, yeah, definitely be a stretch, but definitely much more doable. So I think a lot of the enthusiasts were wondering, can we get the RS4 here too? Basically. But you gotta tell me how that RS6 was to drive, because that's definitely one of my all-time dream cars that we never really got here until 2021. And we actually did have the old RS6 here. You know, I won't lie, we did have the RS6 sedan way back when, but it's nothing like the ones these days. But yeah, even the S4, so the S4, it's the 3.0 supercharged. I've got it tuned and everything, and it's, all I've had to replace was the thermostat and a battery. It is a rock solid motor. I do maintenance, of course, but it's nothing like how European cars were back in the early 2000s. I feel like you just maintain, you know, keep on the maintenance, and for the most part you'll be fine. So I'm actually kind of paranoid to go to a different platform because, you know, the Audis have, on the Q5 and the S4, they've served us really well. So I'm looking, you know, always looking at, you know, what the next car or whatever would be, and I'm scared to switch platforms, you know, just because I'm like, I don't know if the next ones are going to be as good as these ones were. So oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better, and Sasha, and I hope nothing more comes your way. I also missed chat way back at the top for back when Greg Dillon said also Aaron Rodgers is a Tom Brady Jr. Nice. I mean, speaking of Tom Brady, good gracious, man, this dude, like, how can you stop that dude? And it's not, I mean, you know, of course it was a Patriots thing, but it's not just the Patriots thing, man. Like, dude is old and he just moves on like that and still gets the Super Bowl. Good gracious. Dude is a beast. It's like whatever you know, however you, whether Patriots fan or not, you cannot deny that. I'm not like a Patriots fan myself, or really, you know, I'm not like a Tom Brady fan, I would say, but yeah, and you cannot hate that game for sure. You cannot. Yeah. Sasha saying your grandfather's Mercedes S-Class had over 1 million kilometers back then. Was that a like a diesel back then? Was it the I'm wondering if it was the W140, which is the 1991 through 1999 or 2000. My dad has a W140. It's like that old Mercedes S-Class, and that thing keeps going too. He's had to do some transmission work on it. He had to replace the transmission computer, which actually requires you getting into the transmission. But other than that, it's been great to him, and he loves that thing. Sasha saying you've got the Touareg. Oh, 3.5 V6. Yeah, it's a good play. Is that a turbo, or is that just a naturally aspirated 3.5? I'm not familiar with the Volkswagen 3.5. The only thing I really know from Volkswagen is their 2.0T that they have in most everything. And they're 2.0 slow, which was my Jetta back when I was in high school. 2.0, 4-cylinder, 115 no horsepower, basically. But I love that thing. That thing, now that Volkswagen, that was a Mark IV Volkswagen. Mark IV or Mark IV, I want to say. Now that Volkswagen, that was like a 2005. So that generation, Mark IV, Mark V, I don't remember. That one was terrible. That left me stranded more times than I can even remember to count. Yeah, so like I said, like these, you know, I get where the conceptions come from about European cars, but it's not so much these days. It's a lot better than it used to be back then. I think we're getting through the kitchen. We're kind of just getting all the brick framing and all of that coming up. I guess the one, if there is a monotonous part, is I guess is the brick facade, the brick exterior. I was really excited on my first build video to see some of that brick go up on this modular. And then now that it has, it's like, okay, now that's enough bricks for me, thank you. You do see a lot of this brown, this reddish brown brick everywhere. And no, I'm not hating it, of course, that's the real house. But from a build experience, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that, obviously. But this thing has been a blast. Every time you get to a part where you get a movie reference, it really trips you out. Like when my favorite part was building the railroad track here with the Michael Jordan on it, and it has the spinning part, the spinning Technic bit too. This is still my favorite. Oh man, that's so awesome. Imagine, Sasha, I hope your living room lights up. I hope your tree lights up and the living room lights up, so that when you close the window, I hope that you can see the inside and see that Michael Jordan spinning around in there. I do have a Technic motor. Ooh, where'd I put? Oh man, I do have a Technic motor, and yeah, you could basically hook it up here, just turn it on, and it would just keep spinning this thing. Oh, I need to. I wish I had it on me. I would have hooked it up. I'll do that in the review. In the review video. Oh, that would have been cool, just to hook up and see how long the battery lasts while I do this. But I use that one to power my I have the Technic, the orange Technic Porsche, and so you know you can hook up the axles to the or the drive shaft, the drivetrain to the Technic motor, and you can turn it on and watch all the pistons going, all the cylinders in action. You know, watch the whole thing spin. So, okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there on this kitchen. So we've basically built the brick wall. So this was kind of interesting with the kitchen. I thought that you would kind of build from the floor up, but you basically build the brick of the kitchen, almost, yeah, pretty much in its entirety, and then you put everything inside, which I thought they would have just built from down to up because it would have been easier that way. But I guess what's going to happen is we're going to fit all of that furniture in there around all of the exterior that's in here now. And this is a cool part. We've got the dog door. I don't know how many new elements they made for the set, but this door is definitely one of them. So they've got the back door here with the doggy door element. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I actually had thought this was a piece all along, but when I was watching a review and they said this was a new piece with a doggy door, so cool. I was like, man, I thought that's something that Lego would have had all along, but no, this is the first one. And as you guys know, we're probably gonna see it now in probably every modular now that comes out. But yeah, that's gonna be a highly used piece going forward, the dog door element. One thing I thought was little bit weird. They went with the tan doors for the interior doors here. You know, the actual doors were white, and they definitely have white Lego doors. So I'm wondering what got them to go with the tan door elements on the interior here. Interesting choice. Maybe just to give it more color in general. Okay, so we've got the basement down here with evil furnace. Look at that! That's so cool. And the kitchen. Very cool. Yeah, Sasha's saying you're only as old as you feel. I hear you. I'm not that far behind you. I definitely feel you there. So I know I'm missing some parts in the build because I've got these big 2x3s, which I know are not spares. These are never spares. Oh, one is like the floor, I think. Yeah, I actually don't know where they go. I'll find them later, but yeah, I'm missing a what appears to be a few bigger elements here, because I've got a 2x3. I've got two 2x3s here and a 2x2 tile. Yeah, and those are usually not spare pieces, but the build itself, it looks fine, so we're gonna keep going with that. I don't know when I would have missed it, so rather than tracking it down, let's keep going forward. We've got 2 bags left, everyone, so I thank you all for hanging in with me. This is gonna bother me. Okay, so we've got these big pieces here, 3 of them. I know I said we're gonna move on, but they're gonna bother me. But I promise you guys, I'm not gonna go back and look for them. I'm not. I'm gonna keep moving. Look at that too. I wonder if we can get back. Let's see. Let's get back to the back side of the house. Oh, this is cool. You guys are gonna have a blast building this. For those of you that got it. Yeah, we're gonna go here. Okay, nice little addition back there. Yeah, the backside is a bit plain. Of course, it's still, honestly, it's better than any modular that they've put together. I mean, they've got a good even spread of windows, and they've got this, they've got a chimney out back, and they've got even, what do you call these, awnings? I don't remember, I don't know what you call it. I design buildings for a living, but I don't, it's off the tip of my tongue what you would call this feature here. So, here we go. That escapes me. I'm really embarrassed. I should know what that is. Anyway, so we're going into the interior of the kitchen. Again, it was interesting that you build the whole brick wall around the kitchen, and you build the whole kitchen around it, and then we're gonna fit all of the interior bits, the countertops, chairs, whatever's in there inside. I don't know if that's normally how you do it with a modular. I thought you build everything just from ground up so that you can get to everything. Or that's probably the way it's always been done, and I just haven't been paying attention. That's probably the way they always do it. I just didn't realize it till now. Sasha's saying, but why did they have a dog door? They didn't have a dog, only a spider. Yes, that's true. Actually, that is true. They did not have a dog. The dog door does serve a purpose in the movie. And again, it kind of shows you how far they went to mimic the movie and the features in the movie in real life. But the dog door in the movie is where Marv, after he fell and tripped on the basement... No. They knock on the back door. The wet bandits knock on the back door to try and get Kevin out. And instead of opening the door, Kevin sticks the BB gun out of the dog door and shoots Marv. You know, he gets him point blank with the BB gun. So that's one purpose of the doggy door. The second scene of the doggy door is where Marv then sticks his head into the doggy door, and Kevin's laying there with the BB gun pointed right at his head and shoots him in the forehead with the BB gun through the doggy door. So it served a purpose in the movie, which is why it does here, so you can reenact that. But you're right, Sasha. Why would they have a doggy door in the first place? They definitely did not have a dog in the movie. You are right. So why did they just... Yeah, why'd they have the dog door? I guess built in with the house and they just kept it? That's funny because they did that just to have a some significant laughs in the movie, I guess. It's a very good observation, sir. Okay, I already put the refrigerator on the wrong side. Okay, Sasha, in Germany, it's 3:13 a.m., but you're staying online. Wow, I really appreciate it. And again, please don't feel obligated to. If you gotta go, you gotta go. You can check this out once it's uploaded on the YouTube. But no, I think I really appreciate you staying as long as you are. Feel free to yeah, feel free to stay in chat. But again, if it's 3:13 a.m., definitely understand if you've got to turn in as well. All right, so we've got the fridge coming in, and you've got the fridge door here, and the fridge has got some cool stickers about showing places they've been, and one of them is the Statue of Liberty, which is basically Home Alone 2. And they have a picture of, hey Sasha, they on the fridge, I'm sorry, I know you can't see it, but they've got a picture of a dog on the fridge. So that's weird too. Sasha, you're saying this is the light kit which you ordered yesterday. I'm sorry, Sasha, if you're sending a link, I don't think I'm seeing it. I don't know if maybe if links are blocked on chat or something. Maybe if you could put it... or you could put the name in the model. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Because again, yeah, we've got what, a month till Christmas here. I'd love to see if this thing could get lit up too. Man, next to the Christmas tree. Get the whole vibe going. That would be sick. I like how Lego went with, you know, hey, we can only really afford on this set for $250. We can only put one lighting element here. We got a Christmas tree. You guys want to light the Christmas tree? Nah, you know what? We're gonna put the light in the furnace that scared Kevin in the basement, because that would be much more hilarious. So that's great. Great group there. I love their thinking on that. That's really funny and a nice nod. Nice nod to the movie. Yeah, so we're building the kitchen in there. We're building the interior elements, little counters. We've got a pizza box in there. We've got Nero's Pizza in here already. Again, we've got all these photos on the refrigerator door, which does open. One of the photos is of a dog, which Sasha on the chat very astutely mentioned. They don't have a dog. It's a really nice observation, which I had not noticed. Okay, next up. More stickers of an sticker which I seem to be missing at the moment, or I just had, because I put the pizza sticker on and now I lost it, so we're gonna keep moving. Man, this set is just packed with so much goodness. I mean, I do implore you guys, if you can rent it on YouTube or whatever you have. I actually rented it myself, and through the middle bags when I was not streaming online. Yeah, I was building this while watching the movie again, And it was a great throwback. I think if those of you that are familiar with the movie have watched it recently, I think you'll find a lot more references. I mean, the really minor detail references that maybe not have been pointed out in reviews, because the reviews, they can't mention every little thing in the set, which is good because you don't want to spoil everything, right? So I think it's so cool. Again, like these are supposed to be mac and cheese boxes, but I can't find my sticker sheet at the moment. Oh yeah, I can. It's right here. Yeah, okay. So there are 2 mac and cheese boxes that go in the fridge, for instance. And it's not that they just put 2 random mac and cheese boxes in the fridge just to fill up the fridge. It's just in the movie that Kevin was eating mac and cheese right before the Wet Bandits came. So it's a bold statement to make, but man, I'm almost every element here has been really thought out to be connected to the movie in some way, even if not in a major way, in a very subtle way. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I do like the green counters. It's so very 90s. They've got the red and the green going. I know they actually, I guess they had decorated the whole house in the movie to be more of a red and green scheme for Christmas, of course. But in general, man, those green like tile countertops that they're mimicking here, super 90s. Throwback to like old school home design. All right, yeah, really nice red curtains. Right, red curtains to go with the green countertops. There you go. Hey Sasha, if you are hitting up Chicago, check out. Let me know if you get to check out the Home Alone house. If you're ever running around the DC area, message me somehow. I can give you some things to do down here if you ever make your way down around DC during your trip. All right, okay. More countertops, folks. Yeah, but I also need to find a way to get your links because I'm not seeing them. You were sharing some photos and stuff earlier. I'll find a way to get them from you. Oh, Sasha, so you prefer to build Lego? Okay, yeah. Again, feel free. Thanks for staying on. And if you gotta go, you gotta go. But yeah, you're like me. You build Lego at night. I'm the same way, actually. I'm definitely a night owl, although I do wake up fairly early in the morning. So part of it, the reason I do these streams kind of more late at night is, I've got a little girl, and I usually don't have time during the day. So these are basically the best times I have to myself. I could relax, build some Legos, watch YouTube, movies, Netflix. The nighttime is my time. So this my myself time. So yeah, this is the best time for me too. I definitely hear you. Are you building your set this weekend, Sasha? I meant to catch up with Greg. I don't know if Greg is still online too, but it seems like he might have left already. But I was gonna see if he had any sets he was currently building at the moment. Oh man, these counters actually look really cool. Yeah, the green with the red tan floor, looking pretty cool. It's one of those things where where they say the pictures don't do it justice. Yeah, that's definitely, the pictures already on the set look really great. But the set, this is one of those sets that in real life looks even better. And I say that because one thing that impressed me more than I thought is on the pictures you kind of see the front facade here. It looks kind of like a flat, you know, kind of, you know, not much going on, right? It's just the same windows and the shutters, but in real life, you know, once you put in the awning and you know, the windowsill elements and everything, and the little decorations above the windows, it definitely has a lot of kind of variation, more so than you would think. It's still a flat front facade. Let's be honest. But in real life, there's definitely a lot more going on than you would see. It's kind of got that 3D effect. You know, you got to kind of see all the elements here. We've got a little reef up front here too. Pretty cool. But yeah, it's definitely a better looker in real life, which is a good thing because the photos already look good. And the interior is just, you know, from a, you know, a home designer standpoint, yeah, it's kind of a mess because there's a lot going on in there, but the beauty in it is that you have all the traps, you've got all of the movie details. In that regard, it's beautiful. Like it's really crazy. Okay, got the middle kitchen counter going here, the island, so we call it here, with a pan. All right, let's go. What are we building now? More curtain. Okay, more curtain element. And we're building the blowtorch that gets hairy. That burns his beanie off and his, like, basically his scalp off. Okay, let's go. We're almost there, guys. Let's see. Oh man. Missing one piece, but we're just gonna go ahead and keep putting it together. Oh, so this is pretty cool. At the end of the kitchen island, there's more like shelving and extensions to do here, more detail. Look at that. This is a pretty cool counter. Like, it's a really long counter and it's got like shelves and everything at the end of it even. Really cool. Okay, we're building the torch that gets Harry right in the head. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize we were building this, but we are building we're building the TV that has the Angels with Dirty Souls playing on it. Oh no. And I lost my sticker sheet. I lost my sticker sheet that has the black and white. Oh, there it is. Got it. Yes. There we go. Very cool. Angels with Dirty Souls. This is maybe... It's a simple build. It's nothing special in terms of the build, but this might be my favorite reference here to this whole Home Alone set. It's not a special build. It's a very, very simple build. It's nothing crazy in terms of Lego. But in terms of the movie laughs, this might be my favorite piece here. The TV playing in the kitchen of Angels with Dirty Souls. Such a such a great nod to that hilarity of that show that Kevin was watching with the black and white TV show or the black and white movie with the mob. I tell you what, I'm gonna give you snakes. Oh my goodness, what a classic. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm going. Oh boy, I implore you guys. If you haven't watched the movie in a while, just rewatch it. You know, the thing for me is I'd never really watched it during, I would say, adulthood. I think I've watched it all when I was a kid. So going back and watching it as an adult, you kind of find those other things that are, you know, how they have to kind of appeal to the whole family, so they got to put things in there for the kids and the adults. So yeah, there are things in there that I didn't understand, right, younger, or didn't catch, we'll say that, that I did now. A little bit lost here. Oh, nope. Went too far. Okay, I think I'm building some sort of dishwasher now. Groundbreaking stuff, I know. Oh, I like confused myself for real. Okay, gotta backtrack. Oh, we're building the toaster oven now, which I guess he toasted his mac and cheese on. I'm failing miserably at the at this part of the build. Okay. Got it. Okay, refrigerator is in. I'm sorry, microwave. And now we're gonna build the laundry chute that basically, look at that, there's a fridge. I mean, call it fridge, microwave. Now we're building the laundry chute that Kevin basically drops the iron on Marvin's head with, or Marvin does it to himself actually. Marv. So Sasha, catching up on chat. Do you know Alex Storzuk? Adwind, he's a young guy on Lego Ideas. Oh no. Okay, so you got in touch with the actual. Oh, so you got in touch with the Lego designer, the fan designer? Oh wait, so you're saying okay, I'm sorry, I'm catching up. So Sasha is saying he's gotten in touch with the fan designer, if I'm reading this correctly, from the set. And I didn't read the I guess the interview or that person here, but they do have at the beginning a little bit about him, but I didn't read it yet because I usually like to build the set. Or here you go, this is the guy you're talking about right here, Alex. But I usually like to go back, you know, I like to build it and then check out, read the stuff when I'm done. So so you're saying you got in touch with the designer, and what he's doing for you is he is going to autograph a 2x4 tile. That is really cool. Did I read that correctly? Oh man, that would be cool. Getting a 2x4 signed by the creator of basically this set. And you're saying you're building a an old Lego Ideas set now, the Tron Legacy Light Cycles. I don't remember that one. A Lego Ideas Tron set? Man, I'm sorry, I definitely missed that one. I don't recall that one. But you're not, yeah, so you're not building, oh, okay, you're gonna build your Home Alone once the, your light set gets there and after I'm back on vacation. Okay. Back from vacation. Very cool. Okay. Alright, we have basically got the piece. Pieces that got the laundry chute. Okay. Very cool. So here's the laundry chute where Marv basically drops an iron on his head down into the basement. Oh, got it. Okay. It only opens one way, folks. So you gotta open it this way. There you go. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna drop it's supposed to drop laundry down to the laundry room, but it's gonna drop an iron down onto Marv's face down there. So, pretty funny stuff. I think that's it with the kitchen. Oh no, we've got the pizza box still. My goodness, they keep packing this thing with more stuff. It's like they're just cramming it. You want some more movie references? You want some more? Yeah, we'll give you some more. I'll tell you what I'm gonna give you, snakes. I'm gonna give you a pizza box that opens now. Look at that, really cool. Yes. Oh, this is great stuff, guys. So you get two pizza boxes. One of them is going to be kind of open on a hinge. Very cool. It's got the Nero's Pizza sticker on it. They are decals. And that will go on the island counter right here. Look at that. You've got two Nero's Pizza. Okay, kitchen. Small one, but it's packed, guys. It's packed. It's got a, well, it's got a fridge, kind of ambiguous, but they do throw Home Alone 2 there with the Statue of Liberty. They've got two Nero's Pizza boxes here. They've got the TV with the Angels with Dirty Souls playing over here. They've got the torch that burns Harry's head over here. They've got the microwave that you know that makes the famous mac and cheese, and the laundry chute that drops the iron down on Marv's head. Oh my goodness, small room, but see, it's got so much just going on in that kitchen, and we're actually about to finish the kitchen off by building the iron that drops on Marv's head. So let's do that. Put a roof on it, and I think the last part's the treehouse, and that's it. We're really getting to the end. Okay. Cool little build for the iron. It's gonna be too hard to see, but I know, but yeah, it's pretty cool. 21314. Price. Okay. I didn't know there was a Tron set. Oh, so oh sorry. By the way, the iron, you kind of drop here into the chute, and it will hold it up here until you actually turn the Technic set, which will then drop it down. Okay. There you go. That makes... Okay, cool. So there is a purpose for this weird door that only opens one way. So it'll hold the iron in there until you drop it. Very cool. Alright, let's build this roof. Roof over the kitchen. Then all that's left is a treehouse, some decorations, and that's all she wrote. Okay. Yeah, just one more bag to go, folks, after this. Two 1314. Yeah, I don't remember that set. Tron Legacy. I'm still kind of tripping over the that $800 UCS ATAT. What did you say it was? Man, I'll have to scroll for that one. You're saying, was it? Did you say 9,000, 7,000 pieces? Yeah, 7,000. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just catching this now again. Yeah, going back to that UCS ATAT, 7,000 pieces for. Oh boy, what were you saying? 800, 900? Oh my goodness, that's rough. That is the Star Wars tax. Oh my goodness. And like you're saying, you know, you could just build a fleet of these bad boys, build 8 of these things for the price of 1 UCS. It's a hard one. Roof's coming on. You know, as you can see here, they went with the snow-capped roof. The designer was, the designer himself was going back and forth with having a snow-capped and black. I think the original, there were some iterations of the ideas of this idea set that showed this house with a black roof. So. Oops, I messed this all up. Oh, okay. So I'm wondering, yeah, what do you guys think about what do you guys think about going with the snow-capped roof? Because again, looking through the movie and whatnot, I know it was snowing, but I didn't see many, if at all, scenes with the roof actually covered in snow. Maybe the last scene where his mom finally comes home and it's snowing on Christmas Day, maybe that scene had the actual roof covered in snow, but for the most of it, it didn't, yeah, it didn't look like it. I might have almost preferred the black roof. But I'm not complaining about this at all, but it's definitely going to be, you know, it's definitely a specific set to display, right? Like, because you could take all the Christmas decorations out, do all that if you want it to look like a normal, you know, like a normal house. If any of you guys are displaying it in a, you know, like a city or whatever it may be. But it's always going to have the snow on the front yard here and on the roof. So that's something you can't really get away from. I mean, you can, yeah, basically you're going to have to buy a whole bunch of stuff to build a black roof and maybe a green yard. So Kevin's ticket. I did not notice this in the movie, but I didn't notice where they actually threw his ticket in the trash. But this is Kevin's plane ticket, which gets put in the trash around the back of the kitchen. Right here, folks. So, two more little cool elements. We've got some back porch lights that go right here in the door. So some nice little detail they've got there. Nothing crazy, but there you go. It's a pretty cool little build on its own there. Really detailed. It's gonna slap right onto the back of the house here, guys. It's got really nice features for when Marv slips on the ice there. Doggy door for when he sticks his head in there and gets shot with a BB gun. But this interior, again, it's the smallest, of course, of the whole house, but it's packed. It's got the light up element. Oh man, can I even reach it? Can we see it here? Yeah, there it is, the light up furnace. The kitchen, I can't even, boy, like we've got all this stuff, the TV, the microwave, the iron that falls, the pizza, the torch, all in the kitchen, and we're about to slap this bad boy onto the house and finish up the last bag. And now I can't get the roof on. There you go. Onto the house. Very cool, guys. There you go. Gives the house some depth around the back too. Some detail, and with that, bag 24, which there are 2 bags. This is the last bag, folks. Okay. Boom. So, Sasha, catching up with chat, what would be my, what would I wish a next Lego set from another movie? Ooh! Okay, Sasha's saying, okay, so Sasha's saying that your wish for another movie set would be a Back to the Future DeLorean. Let me think of mine, but Sasha, did you know that there are rumors already with the DeLorean? Brick Foundation, might have been a month ago by now, a month or two, had released a leak about the DeLorean, the Back to the Future DeLorean. I think the scale is about the same as the normal creator car scale. But that would be a definite definite grab from me, for sure. So your wishes may come true. I don't know about UCS scale, but I've definitely seen the DeLorean floating around. Okay, so the last minifig we're building is Kevin's mom, and I can't find her head. So she's gonna kind of like chill here headless. Okay, so Sasha's going to saying the Easter egg in the flight ticket in the trash can. Yes. Okay, so the ticket in the trash can. You're saying the name of the airline is the Lego Ideas name. Oh yeah, Adwind Airlines. From the designer Alex. I didn't realize. Yeah, that is true. There is Kevin's name on the ticket, and it's called. I know you can't see it. I'm sorry again. Better camera is in the near future, hopefully. But it's Kevin, and Adwind Airlines is the airline there. Oh, that's cool. Nice one. I didn't know that. And again, did they actually in the movie throw the ticket out on the trash can by mistake? Because that's something I didn't specifically see in the movie. So I think this might be something kind of just special for the set, like an extra laugh for us. Okay, so we're going to go back around to the front. Sorry, guys. We're going to build some detail to the front lawn, or the front snowy lawn, which I was kind of looking forward to. Needs a couple more things down here. We need a couple more more decoration to go up here, so we're gonna do that right now. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna send this off real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I had to shoot out a text. Okay, so we're putting some foliage on the front lawn. Okay, yeah, and again, I was looking forward to this because I've been building this since Tuesday. Was it Tuesday when I came on here, or Monday? And you know, this kind of front yard's been looking a little bit plain. I know it's snow, but I've been looking forward to put some detail up here in this front yard, so we're finally getting to do that. It does look like it's going to be a little bit like a tedious bit of build, because what you're doing is you're building this foliage with like little caps of snow on top of that, and then I believe on top of that we're also going to have Christmas lights on the front yard as well. So that's going to be a little bit of a build there, guys, but it's gonna already see we've got a little bit detail going on here, so it's gonna help out a lot, I think, for the front. Okay, so we've got to do that twice, and it's gonna be all of these little leaves and things like that. But the good part is you don't have to be exact with them. Kind of just throw them around roughly as they're shown, and okay. It goes here. Then we're gonna do some Christmas lights. Oh, they've got the we're doing the statue too. There is a microfigure statue right here, microfigure scale statue guy, and this is a statue that every time someone comes up to the house, they gotta knock the statue down. It looks like it would need to be a little bit bigger in Lego form, but yeah, I know it's Lego and that's what they have to work with. So that little minifigure, microfigure goes up there. Oh yeah, this is gonna be the most like much needed but tedious part here, because these are a bunch of tiny pieces that we've got to throw in the front yard, but it's gonna be worth it because I've been looking at this blank front yard all week, just wishing we could add something to it right here. So it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth the pain, y'all. And then after this, though, they don't end it this way, which is cool. You've got the cool treehouse to look forward to afterwards. So they don't leave you hanging on that note, which is nice of them. So it's kind of cool. We're doing the Christmas lights right now, and it's kind of like a string with connections on them, and you're gonna just put these one by one pieces on them with the yellow bits for the lights. Yeah, Sasha, if you're on there still, don't know if you mentioned, is your lighting kit gonna have kind of these front lights here, like on the bushes and everything too? And Sasha, I'm still thinking about a movie set. If there was a movie set, oh man, a movie set that I would like to see in Lego form, another movie. Because if you think about it, you know, Home Alone, but if you think about it, Titanic, they don't have the rights to the movie or anything like that. They just built a true to life Titanic. But hey, that's, think about it. They released two movie sets right there. But man, that's a good question. Is there another movie? If any of y'all are out there, what movies would you like? What other movies would y'all like to see in Lego form? If anyone's out there. Okay, so you build two of these really cool string lights. These are really cool. Nice aesthetic there to the front yard. We'll give it a little bit of character that it definitely needs right now. It's definitely not looking good enough with just the snow on it. But I do appreciate with the front, yeah, they did give a little bit of detail. You've got two different shades of green foliage going down there with additional caps of snow on top of those, and then you've got these string lights here. So I'm hoping it's gonna add a lot more character there to the front. We will find out shortly, though. My favorite room, though, is still in the house is still either the living room or now the kitchen. The kitchen is my close second now. It might still be the living room, though. I thought the kitchen would take the win just because it's my more favorite room of the movie. And in Lego form, I think in Lego form it's packing the most like punch for the size of the room versus how much they put into that kitchen, calling out the movie. Oh, okay. So you don't string. Okay, it's very specific on how you string these things here. You got to skip one of them in the middle so that you can mount it. Okay. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's really cool. Sorry guys, I'm getting into the weeds here real quick. Yeah, it is very specific how you do these front lights. A little bit tedious, but worth it. Okay, more foliage. As much as I wanted the front yard, they really do give you a lot of detail. Okay, so Sasha is saying you did hear about the DeLorean. Okay, that's good. You're saying the fan designer published instructions for the the little Nero's pizza truck. Very cool. That's funny. Okay. Getting there, front yard, treehouse, and we're done. It's just that it's a bit tedious again, like I said, with these little tiny pieces of leaves that have to be, I mean, they don't have to, but they're oriented in very specific manners. Man, I just had another cap of snow here. There we go. Wow, very cool. Okay, it's a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. Now we've got to put 12 little tiny more Christmas lights. Oh boy, on the front. And they're a two-piece build. Two-piece component, I should say. Throw that together real quick. And then you've got to place them where indicated. Along the front yard. They're really they're really adding a lot of detail to this little front yard here. Okay, so that's what I asked for, so I can't complain. I can't complain. That's exactly what I asked for. I wanted to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I gotta make 3 more of those bad boys. Okay, we've got 12 individually crafted Christmas lights that are now going on the set. And the idea is to try to... It is nice they put them there. It gives it, you know, they're basically adding all these Christmas lights around the front. A lot more than really... a lot more than the minimum that would be needed, I would say, but it does give it a lot of attention and care to the front. And I'll give you a close-up, but yeah, this front you can kind of, I'll bring it close to you, but it's looking a lot better with these added lights for sure. It's looking a lot better. I'm trying to track where all of these lights go. Okay, one more. And you know what? Doesn't matter. Just put it here. Yep, I think that's actually where it goes. Okay. And on top of that, we get 2 more wreaths in the front with another lantern build. Really cool. Kudos, Lego. You didn't just leave it like a blank white snow, you know, like you didn't just leave it snow and that's it. They went as far to add bushes, cap those with even more snow, add all of these Christmas lights. And again, that's going to be what's going to make it, again, cool with, you know, next, you know, around your, wherever you put your Christmas decorations and Christmas tree, because now, not just with the snow, but with the wreaths and with all the little Christmas lights and everything that this has, it's going to look, you know, it's going to look right in line with all your fun Christmas decorations. I got the Santa sleigh. I was talking about it at the beginning of the video, but I got the Santa sleigh. It became available last night. Like while I was getting ready for bed, my phone buzzed and I saw it was available. Like I got an email. I ordered it right then, and sure enough, it's already gone out of stock again. So I'm planning to put the Santa sleigh. It looks like it'll fit right on top of this thing. So I think that'll be cool, just having the Santa sleigh there. And we're done with the actual build of the house. And let me show you close up. Take the kitchen off before it falls. Nope, doesn't look like I can. This was a tedious build up front, but it was totally worth it. Just adding all the Christmas lights. I think this is a little bit loose, and I think that's my doing. I think I got to affix this to something. But you can see adding all that greenery, adding a little bit more depth of snow. You've got these two lamps up front with the wreaths. And you've got the little statue. I'm trying not to drop this in front of y'all. And you've got the little statue right here. That all the cars always knock down. Very cool. And now it's definitely added a lot more character, because you've got a pretty monotone brick house. You've got really nice big windows and cool shutters, but just adding the green and all of the translucent yellow, the little black string lights here on the yellow, adding more wreaths up front, the lighting, it adds a lot more color and character and depth, that 3D-ness, there you go, to the set. And I did see this in the store while they were building it, and I said, wow, that looks much better than pictures and photos, because you can see all that little detail up front and, the little details that stick out. So, yeah, now this is definitely something that will, if you put, next to your Christmas stuff or your Christmas room, wherever that is in your house, I think people will recognize it as, is that McAllister's house from Home Alone? Because now it's all Christmas stuff for you. Of course, though, with a creeper van sitting in front of it. And okay, Sasha's saying Squid Game on Netflix. And yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's probably very hard for them to get a lot of movie sets. I guess first the right, second of all, movies these days, yeah, they're just too violent to put in a Lego set, right? Most films are in general. Home Alone 2. Oh yeah, Home Alone 2. The New York building. Okay, so Sasha had the idea. The Home Alone 2 hotel that they stayed at. I forgot what it was called. That could be, like a movie set. Maybe an architecture set. Okay, we are now moved on to the treehouse. This is it. These pieces here are it, folks. And for those that are tuned in, hey, I really appreciate it. I love building, live, because just having conversations with you guys, and even really if I'm just talking to myself, it makes it a lot more memorable. So the build, I remember what went into the build, just sitting here in front of you guys chatting and hanging out with y'all. So yeah, it makes it special for me, so I appreciate you guys for that. Yeah, and definitely meeting a lot of cool people too. That's definitely the best, more so the best part of it. All right. All right, Treehouse. And as we get toward the end of this build, guys, I'm just thinking about it, and I've been building this, more so taking my time with it over the whole week. And man, just thinking about everything they put into this set. This is a great one. And I understand if maybe some of y'all haven't seen Home Alone, or may not really be a fan of Home Alone. I'm coming from the perspective, I guess for me, when I was growing up as a kid, that was the movie, that was the holiday movie. So it definitely resonated with me. My whole family loves this movie. So it was just as soon as I saw this coming out for Lego, as soon as I saw this announced on Lego, this was a must-have for me, and it definitely didn't disappoint. The interior has just got so much stuff in it. I mean, so much movie reference stuff. I keep saying it over and over again, but guys, it's true. It's this one is just packed with nostalgia, so it just brings all that back for me for sure. And I think this is just gonna be the quintessential, like, I think most anyone who's familiar with the movie will recognize this when they see it. It's just, so thinking back on the build, it's been great. Building techniques were pretty, if you've done a modular, that's pretty much what you'll get here. It's definitely more so for the laughs that you get along the way. One small thing I do wish they added the pizza guy minifigure. They pretty much included every character that was integral to the actual home scenes here, even Old Man Marley. So I'm surprised that even though they had Old Man Marley, they didn't have the pizza guy. But that's okay. Again, it's all right. Don't want to complain too much about it. No big deal. But I was just gonna use this pizza dude. This was gonna just be my pizza guy. I was gonna maybe stage him around the back, of course without the pizza thing, because he didn't have a whole pizza thing in the movie. But I was just gonna use a minifig pizza guy I had already, so no problem. Just a suggestion. And for those of y'all that are more like familiar with Legos, more familiar with the Legos, I don't know what, I know minifigs seem to be a big deal, right? So are they, you can buy them at the store, like 3 of them for $9, right? So they can't be that expensive to make or whatever. I guess it seems like it's just an exclusivity thing, or something that Lego just willingly chooses to either include or deny for a set, right? I mean, that's pretty much all it is. They're just willingly choosing to, give you this many figs for this set. It can't be that much of a cost factor, right, for them to increase the set by a couple bucks for a minifig. So I really wonder what comes down to their final, this will be the minifigs for this set, and this will be how many of them. Anyway, either way, it's not a big deal. So Sasha was saying Home Alone 2, you're not talking about the tower, but you were talking about the house from Home Alone 2, the old townhome that Kevin's uncle was construction. So basically, you're talking about making a Lego set of the townhome where all the chaos in Home Alone 2 happened, just like where all the chaos here happened in Home Alone 1. I gotcha. Yeah, there you go. That makes, yeah. That would be funny. And actually, being a townhome, that would be that would fit much more in line with the modular theme, right? You could fit it into your modular system way easier if you did it that way. It could fit on a base plate. Yeah, it could be like a. I did want to bring up Sasha. Oh, Sasha's saying, oh man, Sasha from Germany over there, 4 a.m. and he's still here. Again, Sasha, I appreciate you, and I appreciate all you guys that are tuning in and that have tuned in and that may tune in the future once this is uploaded straight to YouTube. Again, I appreciate you guys. I know it's only a couple of y'all, but each one of you, it's just keeping me company. I can't say more than enough how much I appreciate y'all just tuning in. So yeah, it definitely makes this build memorable for me, that's for sure. So Sasha's saying ordered a custom pizza guy figure. Wait, are you saying, so Sasha's saying you ordered a custom Nero pizza dude with 5 Nero pizza boxes? And that's the thing, they gave you 2 pizza boxes here, but yeah, in the movie, like, Kevin orders like a stack of pizza boxes. Was it Kevin that ordered a stack of pizza boxes, or a stack of pizza boxes that come at the beginning of the movie when they're all there? Either way, yes, you've got to have the whole stack. Okay, pretty little simple build for the treehouse, but it's cool. You've got the little really cool branch elements there. Speaking of the branch elements, I love, you know, I have the bookhouse modular with that little tree in front of it. I love that thing. I don't know. Of the ones that I have, I can't pick. I only have 3 modulars. I have the assembly square, the bookshop, and the Parisian restaurant. And I can't pick of the 3 which of them are my favorite. They all look really good. I know we have the police station. I still don't know if I'm gonna get that or not. It's kind of like a, you know, it's nice, but for me, not really a must-have. I don't know what about it didn't make it really a taker for me. But I know a lot of y'all out there love it, so it is still a good set at the end of the day, just not for, you know, just not on my radar as of now. I did want to ask you guys, man, so Sasha ordered custom pizza, Nero's Pizza minifig and boxes from the UK. That's so cool. So if any of you guys heard of or follow the Bricklink designer program, I've actually been a little bit into that. So I actually ordered, they basically, I'll go to the history of it. They basically been, you know, they've been taking Lego idea set that reached 1,000 but didn't necessarily get accepted by Lego, and they've been releasing select builds from those. So I did order the fishing boat from the first round. I don't know when it's gonna ship. So I did order like a fishing boat. The second round though has some cool stuff. The second round has a Lego shop that reached 1,000 votes but did not get accepted by Lego. So I definitely want to get that. They're also going to be releasing a set called Venetian Houses, which looks like a massive set, but there aren't many pictures of it. So they're actually releasing those on Tuesday next week, which makes it even more painful because the Bricklink designer sets, you have to get them right then and there because they're going to be sold out within a couple days at most. So it makes it really hard because of course Titanic comes out next week, and I mean, good gracious, Titanic is on Monday. If I'm not mistaken, it's on Monday. And then you've got all these Bricklink designer sets coming out on Tuesday. And I've gotta get 2 of those Bricklink. I'm sorry guys, I gotta get 2 of those Bricklink designer sets. I'm gonna get the Venetian houses, and I'm gonna get the Lego store. So you've got to jump on those because they're gonna be gone, and so it's really painful, guys. They totally blew past me, and I just remembered them now. That, you know, in addition to Titanic, I'm getting those 2. In the meantime, I do have that fishing boat, which looked like a really cool set from the first release. I think it's gonna ship, I don't know, maybe Q1 of next year, something like that. You order them and then they take a couple months, and then they ship it out later. But again, they sell out like hotcakes. So yeah, so I am getting those next week, which again makes it really hard because Titanic is coming out, and that's also a must-have. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But we'll find a way. Good thing about Titanic is it'll be around for a good long while. So that, you know, doesn't have to get it. Doesn't have to be now that we get it. But I really want that Titanic. Oh boy. it would look so cool here, guys. Like it would be like right here, and you see I've got this gallery wall going. You can kind of see some frames here. I could keep that going around here, and then one shelf here with that Titanic on it. Oh, that would be cool. That would be really cool. Because this is the one wall, and this is kind of like the quirky room of the house. You know, it's got the Legos, and I do work it from home. So I work here, but then I play here. So this is kind of my room. So I've got the whole thing going on. So this is the one kind of blank wall I've got that I haven't crazied up yet. So hey man, Titanic, it would fill that space perfectly. Throughout all of this, by the way, I still haven't found Mrs. McAllister's head. She's still missing her head here, guys. So I'm winding down to maybe like 20 pieces left. I still can't find her head. Maybe it rolled off somewhere, but I do hope I find it. Oh, very cool. Okay, I'm finished. We're finishing up the treehouse, and then I'll show it to you. Yeah, I do that thing where I have to show you guys every 2 seconds. So I'll wait. Let's wait. Let's do this. Let's do this thing here. Let's build the whole thing, and then I will show it to you. Let's catch up on the chat. So Sasha's saying it's a shame you can't upload pictures here in live chat on YouTube. Oh yeah, I know. I was looking forward to it. I don't know what it is, and if it's something to do with me, I'll look into it. Yeah, I didn't know that you can't post because I know in comments, when people post comments to videos, I see links in there. So maybe you just can't do it with chat. But man, I would love to see that lighting kit. Some of your pictures from Europe too would have been cool. But all right, so we've built the one final component, which is this little, I guess, toy airplane here. And let me compare it to the toy airplane from Bookshop. Let me grab that. So as part of the Bookshop modular on the corner right there, they do have another toy airplane. So just for kicks, we're gonna compare them. They're definitely two totally different builds. The Home Alone one is a lot bigger, and you use kind of two paddles for this one, where propellers are the same. But yeah, interesting. They didn't just copy the toy plane they already had for Bookshop. They made a totally different toy plane for with pretty much totally different elements for Kevin's Treehouse. Very cool. So you don't get the same plane if you have both of these sets. The Treehouse is definitely a cool build. Let me confirm we're done with that. Yeah. That's it. We're done with the treehouse, guys, and it's a really, really cool build on its own there. It's got a really cool variation of branches here. They've got branches up here. You've got an interior with the scissors that Kevin used to cut this rope that the Wet Bandits tried across. A little skull flag there. Yeah, this is a really good build, and will complement the house nicely. I'm not going to connect it. You can kind of see it next to it there. And we do have a problem, guys, because as of now I cannot find Miss McAllister's head still. And all we have left to build, we do have to build this little the little thing that they swing on the rope from. But basically it's one and done, folks. Yeah, so Kevin swings to the treehouse with this little device, which actually works. You can kind of see it swinging down there. But that's it. I mean, we're done. The only things that concern me is that at the end of this build, we have got a couple elements that are definitely not normally extras. So we've got a 2x4, 2x3, another 2x3, and a 2x2. And I don't know where they go. So, but the house looks fine. I'll find them later on and I'll slap them on. But that's it, guys. Oh, and we're missing Kevin's mom's head. I don't know if I'm gonna find that one actually. That's really concerning. I know Lego will make it right if I don't, or if it didn't come with the head. But yeah, being that it's a minifigure, you know, that's an important one, guys. Gotta have the head of Miss McAllister. So, that being said, let me give you one quick tour, guys. Thank you, man. This has been great. By the way, I'm sorry. We have these little arm pieces. We have 4 of them. We have 2 of these really long poles. I know I'm missing something here, guys. I'm missing something here, but I don't know what it is. But we're gonna call it done right there. I'll give you a tour of the house. We've got a couple minifigs. We've got the Wet Bandits, Harry. We've got Marv. We've got old man McAllister. No, old man Marley. Looking really cool. We've got Kevin on the sled. And Miss McAllister with no head. I really hope that it's not a missing piece, but of course I'll do a thorough search after this. But Miss McAllister with no head. The house, guys. It's mimicking the movie, right? It's nothing. It's just a brown brick with a flat front facade. It's a Chicago-y suburb style house, right? So what really upped the game around the front, while I tried to take the kitchen off, was adding a lot of these landscape elements. Yeah, definitely adding these bushes with more snow on top of them. Again, going with these lights here added so much more. You have 2 little lamp posts with the reefs. Gave it a lot more interest in the facade there. You guys know this. The cool part is that it opens up both. I guess I'll keep calling it like a dollhouse style. Very cool, guys. With the full interior. I think still, I have to be honest, my favorite might still be the living room. Oh no, I'm torn. I'm not gonna commit. I'm gonna say the living room and the kitchen. But this is reenacting a really famous scene from the movie where Kevin is pulling off a full house party with just by himself with a train set, a Michael Jordan thing, and this rotating figurehead on a record player. The dining room doesn't have that much. It does have kind of a bit of an annoying feature. It is pretty annoying. Again, I'm not trying to complain or make a big deal about it, but in terms of the set, this is pretty not a good feature, these chairs. It's not that they're loose and that they move around, it's that they're also, the way they're built, they're prone to tipping really easily if you just have a slight incline. So these chairs are all over the place. I'm probably gonna stud them down somehow. I'm gonna make them stud built maybe on one leg and just bolt them down. There's no reason they have to move back and forth. But again, just the way that they're made with these skinny legs, they are prone to tipping really easily and sliding around on this flat rug here. Yeah, living room's got the stockings, Christmas tree, all that. Buzz's room's got the crazy shelves that fall right here. You know what? Why am I doing it this way? I could show you how it comes apart. So taking the second floor off again. So there you go, comes apart just like a modular. You could take it off by floor. So yeah, Buzz's room's got the really cool shelves that if you pull on a Technic piece, they fall just like when Kevin was stepping on them in the movie. We've got the spider here that's been running around the whole house. It's kind of up on the wall there. You do have a paint bucket that Kevin throws down onto the Wet Bandits. It's affixed to the staircase. There it is down the bottom. And there's another Technic piece around the back. Oh, that's on the first floor. That will throw Kevin out the front door. And let's see if we can try that again. Front door, Kevin on a sled, on the stairs. So, we've got Kevin on the stairs, up here, push the Technic piece, let's see if he comes out. No, he didn't make it this time. But I've seen Brixie do it. He did it like 2 times in a row where Kevin will go right out the front door. So, wow. I mean, this is amazing. A really cool Easter egg. Sasha pointed a cool Easter egg in the ticket in the trash can. But another Easter egg, which is really cool. I'm just going to grab it. I can't grab it. Basically, one of the Christmas presents under the tree is a Christmas present of this Lego set. It's a picture of this house. Very cool. I'm sorry you can't see it. I like the Christmassy theme going through the house. They have red rugs. They've got green, green and red going through the build. The brown walls inside match the brick outside, but it does give it a nice homey feel. I know they can't do wallpaper on the inside because you have to use the same as what's on the outside, but yeah. So, oh my goodness, looking at it now, guys, it's just so filled with stuff. Kevin's parents' room where he's jumping on the bed, eating popcorn, which there is a popcorn bag right here, or what do you call it? A thing of popcorn, bag of popcorn, whatever, right here. You've got on the nightstand an alarm clock, which shows 12 a.m. because 12 a.m. is when the power went out the night before and what led them to wake up late the day that they had to go. And here's the popcorn bag that, Kevin was jumping on the bed with. The bathroom is the infamous scene. It's got that, is it aftershave or whatever that he put on his face that burned him and made him scream? This is a toothpaste or toothbrush box that he stole from the grocery store. And then you've got Buzz's room. It's got so much stuff. It's got like the Duncan's Toy Store. It's a Duncan's Toy Store catalog that the Duncan's Toy Store is from Home Alone 2 that Harry and Marv tried to rob in Home Alone 2. So they've got the catalog for that toy store here on Buzz's desk. They've got the rifle that's used throughout the movie here, and of course the shelves that I had brought out. And again, Buzz's girlfriend. Buzz's girlfriend, woof. Man, and I feel like, I know you guys have seen it before. I hope I'm not like spoiling anything per se, but again, there's so much more detail on top of the main obvious features that there are all these elements that they put that are really, really specific small references to the movie that you will catch while you're building this thing that you probably not have seen in any reviews or builds or anything like that. Kitchen, I keep going back and forth. This might be the favorite one. The basement has the build with the look at that, the evil furnace that Kevin has to meet his fears with. While he's doing that, he's doing the laundry down there, which is why he has to go down there in the first place. Man, they really thought of everything. They've got the laundry chute that Marv hits his head with the iron with. Right there. Yes, you saw it drop. So it holds it up there until you turn it, it opens the door and drops the iron down there. Microwave for the mac and cheese. Where's the mac and cheese? Well, the mac and cheese is in the fridge. Everything from the movie, guys. It's in here. So cool. It's like if you were a 90s kid like me, oh, you're gonna love this set. If you just know Home Alone in general, oh, you're gonna love this set. It's so much detail. Little Nero's Pizza opening box here. Opening pizza box. The flame for Harry's head. The TV showing the angels with filthy souls. Oh boy. Yeah, and then even out back, you've got, thank you Sasha for pointing out the designer's name, which I forgot to try and find where they do that, because they usually try to hide it as an Easter egg somewhere, somehow in a Lego set. But the designer's name is incorporated into the ticket for the airline that they're flying. Thanks for that. Yeah, of course they include the detail to show the slippery steps that Marv slipped on. Interesting, they didn't do that on the front. I remember that Harry also slipped on the front steps. So they don't have the frozen steps out front. They might have done that just to make the front look nice and, Home Alone, picturesque. The attic. Oh, I didn't even cover the attic. Such a cool opening hinge. It's like almost the entire roof opens. Inside here, you've got a gumball machine, which I don't remember a gumball machine being up there. It could have been. A spider web, which I know that was in the designer set. I don't think it's a reference to the movie, but just more of a detail. Spider web in the attic. Oh! Okay, I'm going to mention that last, but there's a battle plan. The battle plan from, of course, Kevin's whole plan, which is also adorned really nicely in the front of the booklet, the battle plan for his schemes. One of those really small details that I was talking about is there is a blue Pepsi can right here. What was the kid's name? Fuller? The kid that slept up in the attic? So the Pepsi can is that kid with the glasses that always wet the bed. So Kevin didn't want to sleep up there in the attic with him because every time he drank Pepsi specifically, which is this blue can, he would wet the bed. So again, I'm telling you guys, every detail from that movie. Oh man, I can't wait. 3 weeks? I'm gonna get my Christmas tree. Probably go out and look for a Christmas tree, get all that going, and I cannot wait to see this one with all the Christmas stuff. It's gonna be great. And Sasha's saying for him, best Lego set of the year 2021 because it's possible for everyone. Titanic is cool too, but way bigger. That's true, and more expensive. That is also true. For someone like me, I would have loved to have it, but again, it's a question of where it's gonna go. I'm going to have it, so that's not a question. I'm gonna get it someday. Gotta save up the pennies, but yeah, it's a question of the money that is gonna preclude a lot of people, and then the size of it. This one, it's higher in the price range, but it's not as expensive as let's say the assembly square is more expensive than this. There's this one resonates definitely with a lot more people, and yeah, if not the best set of 2021, this is definitely going to be a contender. It is a contender for the best set of 2021. Right now, it's showing that it is out of stock. Yesterday, it got to back order status. Today, it's saying temporarily out of stock. So I think that's, it didn't sell out immediately, which I was very surprised for. It looks like it's at stores for the most part. So at least in my area, I've got 4 stores around me. So it looks like it's still in stock in stores for the most part. Online, it looks like it's gone. But normally, within a couple of days, I see that the stores sell out too. So definitely, if it's something you want to get for the holiday, I would kind of jump on it if it's something you want to have out for the holiday. It's probably going to go, and it's probably not going to stock very frequently, just with this whole situation we have going on around the world. But so definitely jump on it. I do have Santa's sleigh coming, and I do want to put the Santa sleigh on top of this roof, and I think it'll fit. There's a treehouse, guys. Oh, going back, the first part of the build, you have the OK Plumbing vehicle, which was kind of a nice little added bonus for this set. So come on, guys. I'm almost having to agree with Sasha here that this might be, relatively speaking, might be considered the best set of 2021. But that's for you guys to decide. It's whatever you guys want to get, and I'm not saying that's for everyone, but this is definitely going to be the contender. I'm glad I got it and built it. I'm glad you guys were here. I really appreciate it, and it was really, really fun having you guys here with me. So thank you. I really can't say that enough. Sasha's saying sold out till 12th of November here in Germany. Yeah, here it's saying, when I saw it on back order, once it got back order status yesterday, it said will ship out within 60 days, which is usually a long time. Usually it'll say 2 weeks from now it'll ship out. So it already gave me the ship out in the next 60 days or so. and now it's just straight up temporarily out of stock. So, but they do look like they're available in some stores, or at least in the U.S. I hope that's the case, in Europe or Asia or around the world. But yeah, if it's something you want to get, yeah, you definitely are gonna have to jump on it for this season. I think when they go out of stock, they're not gonna restock as much, just because of all the supply issues and demand. So anyway, totally worth it for me for the price. I don't normally get into price per part count, but I know that for this one, it's a really good ratio. You're getting a lot of parts for the what you're paying for it. But again, it's just the nostalgia factor. It's not, the detail, the amount of pieces, the detail, the size, it's all in there for the price. I think so. You don't have to worry about that. It's all in, the features are packed in here. The question for you is if you're a Home Alone fan or not, really. If you are, and then you're going to be happy with the set. It's not a question of, oh, they should have added more here or there, which they always can. But in this case, compared to how Lego builds their set, this is as feature packed as you can get. Kudos to Lego, to them on this one. I'm glad whoever produced or has the rights to Home Alone let them go ahead with this, and thanks to the designer for making such a beautiful set. It's great. And I think I'm going to wrap it up with that. I'm going to definitely do a full review on this, like I typically do, in the same format. You could see my other Lego reviews, so I'll do the same thing for this, a more detailed, in-depth review. Again, I keep saying it, and I'm a broken record. Thank you guys so much for being here. It makes the build for me more memorable. I remember this sitting here with you guys, chatting with you guys, especially those of you tuning in from overseas, even from different time zones here in the States. It makes it. I really remember these builds because of that. Even if it's just one or two people. Thank you guys so much. It's really great having you guys here with me. So with that being said, whether it's Titanic or whether it's Santa's sleigh or whether it's like a $15 build, hope to see you guys on the next one. I'm looking forward to it. And you guys take care, stay safe, have fun, and I hope you guys are going to be doing really great going into the holiday season. So thanks again, take care, and I'll see y'all on the next one.